A contract has come our way that includes an unusual request. The client wants to meet the assassin assigned to carry out the task before paying our exorbitant fee. It's rare, but not unheard of. And the Black Hand agreed to the request, so who am I to complain? I'd like you to deal with this one, Initiate. Go to Anvil Castle and meet with our client. I'm sure she's got a good reason for altering our protocol. Oh, didn't I mention? It's none other than the self-proclaimed provincial governor of Anvil, the pirate queen Fortunata Abdugal. I expect you to handle this like any other contract. Acquire your target, plan your attack, and make your kill. Go and see what the pirate queen has to say, Initiate. At the very least, it should be amusing to let her think she can order us around the way she does her Red Sail's lackeys. I look forward to hearing all about it after the deed is done. Knowing Fortunata, it could be anyone. She's made as many enemies as she has friends since taking control of the Gold Coast. Probably just a noble who insulted her at one of her elaborate parties. I'm sure there's a book about her around here somewhere. Oh, very well. Fortunata worked for the Gold Coast Trading Company before she used her influence and connections to become the pirate queen of the Abetian Sea. With a fleet of ships and an army of pirates, it helped that the region had been decimated by Varen's civil war. She was so bold as to claim the entire Gold Coast as her domain, but Count Carolus and Kvatch still have a little to say about that. It's crawling with Red Sail's pirates. Fortunata keeps it locked up tighter than her dowry chest, but she is expecting you. Mirabelle knows the Anvil Castle well. She spends time there pretending to be a servant so she can keep an eye on things. Certainly, and she's very good at it. For the eventual day when we have to move against the Pirate Queen, we'll have Mirabelle in place and ready to act. Of course, such a day may never materialize, but I believe in preparing for every contingency.
Well, you look interesting. I'm quite certain I don't remember seeing you around the castle before. Even so, I do hope there's a good reason for this interruption. Ah, of course. You're one of them. I wasn't sure you'd honor my request since I refused to perform that ghoulish ritual of yours. I suppose even the Brotherhood can be bought for the right amount of gold. You're just going to stand there all dark and silent? Well, I wanted to convey my orders directly so there'd be no misunderstanding. The Order of the Hour has expanded its mandate beyond the Kvatch Cathedral. That's a threat I can't ignore. Oh, that is so annoying. Anyway, I'm sure Count Carolus is behind this. He constantly undermines my authority. Damn the man! I want you to kill Commander Marcus Scipio and show the Count that the Hour can't protect him from my wrath. Perhaps you could blink once just to let me know you understand. Oh, and one more thing. After you murder Scipio, go and tell the Count what you did. Scare the pants off him, and drive home the point that the Order of the Hour can't help him. I do like hearing myself talk, but this is ridiculous. Oh well. The Hour holds Castle Kvatch under lock and key. You'll need to find a way inside to get at Scipio. My rat master tells me the guard tower is the best route. The Castellan has the key.
Send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Did it work? Yes, It must have. I performed the ritual just as described, night after night. And now you're here. I suppose there's no turning back. I have to go through with this, for the people of Kvatch. Fortunata must be stopped. I have the gold required for payment, but I wanted to offer you something more. I can tell you who's been murdering your assassins. You're not? Then why have you slipped past my defenses and entered my... Oh no. Fortunata sent you, didn't she? You're here to kill me! You murdered the commander. I see. Another one of Fortunata's insults. Pay to weaken the Order of the Hour, but killing a count is just a waste of gold. But you are one of the Brotherhood, and I performed your ritual. Let me pay you to kill her. I'll take your silence as agreement. I don't care how, just make sure Fortunata dies. It's the only way I can protect my city. Do that, and the gold and the information about the murderer are yours. I am a man of my word. Wait, who is that behind you?
Initiate, let us speak. I arrive in response to the Black Sacrament, and look who I find. An interesting turn of events, don't you agree? One contract comes into conflict with another, and you're caught in the middle. That makes you the ideal candidate to sort things out. The Night Mother heard the Count's prayer, and Fortunata Abdugal has been named. Her soul is promised to Sithis now, and you will keep that promise. The Count's contract is yours to fulfill. You completed Fortunata's contract to the letter. No one can say that the Brotherhood didn't discharge its obligations in that regard. Now we have a new contract, and not all the gold in Anvil can change that. The Count's sacrament is yours. Very good. Seek out your sister Mirabelle in Anvil Castle. She can provide aid and advice should you need it. The secret exit in the dignitary suite is the fastest route out of this castle. Now go and fulfill the Night Mother's will. My dear Count, let's discuss the terms of this contract.
I assume you have a reason for approaching me while I'm working. What is it? Are you trying to get me noticed? Wait a moment. Did you run into a problem with the Governor's contract? Did something go wrong? Interesting. I knew we were going to eliminate the Pirate Queen eventually, but I didn't expect that today would be the day. Why the sudden change, I wonder? He did? I'm impressed. I didn't think the old Count had it in him to ask the Night Mother for help. First the Governor contracts you to perform a kill, and then you get a contract to kill her. The Speaker must love this. Of course he did. I've been studying the castle and the Governor's habits for months now. She keeps a pantry on the upper level. I suggest a dose of poison. Drop it in her favorite decanter of wine, and that should do the trick. The Governor's private pantry is on the top floor. The place is a maze, though, and the red sails guard the direct approach 9 ways to Sundas. I'd use the secret passages in the eastern corridors. Just look for a red drape over an alcove. Naturally. Most castles have them. You just need to know where to look. Once you pass through the entry hall, the guards will consider you a threat. If you want to avoid being seen, find a red drape and use the secret passages. The Speaker sent you to me, didn't he? I know Anvil Castle like the back of my hand, and I know the Governor. Poison lets your target do all the work for you. And Fortunata can't resist any excuse to reach for a decanter of her favorite wine. Oh, I'd love to put an end to her royal pain in the arse, but the Speaker gave this contract to you. I'm just here to offer advice. Tell you what, after you poison Fortunata's wine, I'll stop by for the show. We can share a drink and watch her die.
How in Oblivion's bleakness did you get in here? No, don't tell me. I don't really want to know your trade secrets. To what do I owe the pleasure of this unexpected visit? Can I assume that my little problem has been dealt with? That's perfect. Splendid, even. I'm going to overlook the way you so rudely barged in here and offer you a drink. Join me on my balcony. Sure you'll appreciate the view. Fetch my wine, girl. You know the one. And bring something less expensive for my friend here. I miss sailing the open sea. Things were more clear out there. Kill or be killed. Take whatever you can carry. Fight to keep what's yours. It's the same here, I suppose. We're just less honest about it.
Your wine, Governor.
Mirabelle? Where's Edwina?
You know how clumsy Edwina can be, Governor. While she cleans up her mess, I brought your wine so you wouldn't be kept waiting.
Initiative. I like that in a serving girl. Very well then. A toast to taking what you can and fighting to keep what's yours. The wine. What did you do?
We'll drink to your memory, Governor, and to the glory of the Night Mother.
Mirabelle? She's one of you!
Life is fleeting, Fortunata. An illusion. And in the end, everything belongs to Sithis. Tell him I said hello. I'll see you back at the sanctuary, darling. After I clean up any evidence of our involvement. Well, that's done. I'm just glad I was here to be a part of it. I never did like that glorified, over-important pirate. Now be a dear, and get back to the sanctuary. Let Astara know what happened. I'll be along in a bit. I just want to make sure I can continue my role here after the dust settles and a new administration takes over. If you need a way out, I'll happily let you in on my secret escape route. It's never failed me yet. Oh, darling, I have all kinds of secrets. And so did Fortunata. There's a hidden passage in the governor's suite that she used whenever she wanted to move about in a clandestine manner. I've used it a few times myself. Leads to a cave on the shore. You don't have to thank me. We're family after all. But if you forget you saw me in these rags, I'd be ever so grateful. Now get back to the sanctuary and let Astara know that Fortunata is as dead as that stuffed chub loon she kept on her mantle.
The Speaker brought me news of your success in Kvatch, and of the events that followed. I must admit I didn't expect you to return from Fortunata's den of pirates and brigands. Does this mean the Pirate Queen has been dethroned? Then I believe a new title is in order, Initiate. You've demonstrated skills and abilities that we will definitely need in the battles to come. Stand tall, Assassin. You've earned your place in the Brotherhood, and we're proud to have you among us. Fortunata's death bodes well for the future of the Gold Coast, but our problems remain. I need to consult with the Speaker and determine how best to collect the rest of what Count Carolus owes us. In the meantime, I'll leave you to your contracts.